Hi everyone, it's Imogen. Welcome back to Colouring Kids. I thought because I had some spare time and it's the holidays now and close to Christmas that I would do a colouring chat. I'm going to show you a page, or two pages that I'm working on at the moment, and then I'm going to finish off a page that I've almost finished with in Fairy Celebrations. So, as far as this month goes with coloured pictures, I haven't actually done that much. It's just been quite busy with exams and stuff, and I haven't really had time, but there are some things that I have started and finished. So this is what I'm working on. I don't really expect to finish this before Christmas. It's going to take a while, but it's a winter wreath, so I can carry it on in January if need be, but I think this is a really nice one to work on, and I've tried to make the holly as realistic as possible, or how I would like it. I've still got quite a lot of holly left to do, but that's okay. I have done the December page, but I don't want to show you that, just so that I'm not showing you everything that I've done so far, because then there would be no point doing a completed pages video. But yeah, I've done that one, and this one's going to take a while to finish, I think, but I'm hoping it'll look good when it is finished. So that's from The Flower Year by Layla Dooley. Now, as soon as I got the books from Klara Markova, I started a picture in Fairy Miracles. So I've actually almost completed two pictures already. So I'm going to show you the one from Fairy Miracles. So this is by Klara Markova, and I've completed one of the Christmas ones. So this one. And I really enjoyed colouring it. It was so lovely because even though it's a detailed page, I kind of took my time with it, and I spent longer than I would necessarily on another page. But also what I tried to do was utilise the same sort of colour but use it lots. And also I think what helped was I started with the mouse and the brown, but then I went in with the other places on the page that would also be brown. And I feel like doing it that way made it go quicker as well. Doing the snow first, or close to first, made it quicker because I'd already done the background. But yeah, overall I absolutely loved doing this page. For a first page from this book, I'm really happy with it, and I'm going to be definitely colouring so much more from her books. So this was mainly done with Black Widow pencils and Prismacolor pencils. I've also got a couple of Holbeins in there, I think, and a couple of polychromos on these berries. And then I, once I'd done all the colouring, I went in with accents. So I used a gold, what's it called? A gold jelly roll. No, it wasn't a gold jelly roll. It was a gold Signo. And then I did use my gold jelly roll in some places, my white jelly roll, silver Signo, and my clear jelly roll glitter. And then I also used in a couple of places, I think you can see on the holly, and I've definitely used it somewhere else. Oh, on the baubles, that red, I've used my glitter Poscas, which I've really enjoyed using. So I'm hoping on the page that I'm going to finish off today, that I'm going to use maybe some of the pastel ones as well. And I actually got those at an art shop, which I absolutely love, and I just want to mention it, but Sue very kindly, Sue Berry kindly gave me some money for a Christmas present to go to that same art shop, and I absolutely love it there, and I'm sure I'll find something arty to use for my colouring or art. So thank you so much, Sue. I really appreciate it. But yeah, I absolutely love how this is turning out. So I also find that the paper is really nice for to colour on, because it's very smooth, which is the exact paper that I like. I really like smooth paper, but it's got a slight tooth. So even with these Prismacolors, I don't think I even used a blender pencil. Like usually I do, because they leave white space, but it's amazing. And I just think the paper's perfect as well. It's a combination of the lovely illustrations and the paper. Sorry about that, I just had to sort something out. So yeah, as I was saying, I've loved colouring this page and I can't wait to do more from this book. I probably won't get around to more Christmas ones, but definitely I'll be starting some others once the season's over. But yeah, I love how this first page has turned out. So the page I'm working on is from Fairy Celebrations. I've done all the colouring, I just need to do all of the accents. So if I show you what it looks like so far, it's the last page. So it's this one with the I'm not sure if she's a fairy or not, but she's with her gingerbread friends and they're painting the gingerbread. And yeah, as I said, I've done all the colouring and I always add accents because I think without them it looks a bit bare. And also some spaces haven't even been coloured because I like to colour little bits in, just like the little hearts and stuff. If you can't tell, I have done the background bit here, that's snow. And yeah, so I'm just going to get started. So I'll show you what sorts of things I'll be using. I'm not necessarily going to be using all of them, but this is just an idea of the accenting tools that I have. So I have white Posca, white jelly roll, silver Signos, clear glitter jelly roll and a gold jelly roll. And if you're wondering, this gold jelly roll is a really nice colour. It's kind of a coppery gold. It's slightly different to a Signo. Signo is a bit more yellowy. So this one is the jelly roll, that one's the Signo. But I've got some things there, and I've also got, these are just various pens, but I do have some accenting ones in here. So I actually bought these the other day. These are Stabilo metallic pens. So they've got the exact same tip as a normal Stabilo felt tip pen. Just a standard one. I don't know how thick or thin it is actually. But they're really nice, and I may use them on this page, but I'm not too sure. So I've got those. I've got some glitter jelly rolls here. I should have my pink one somewhere. Yeah, there it is. Just got a couple there. I've got my gold Signo, silver gel pen, stuff like that. So I think what I'm going to do... Oh, I do also have these as well. Obviously, I have my Poscas, which I was mentioning. So these are the glitter ones, these are the pastel ones. And then I also have some glitter gel pens. So you get 48 and then refills. So, but yeah, it's technically 96. So what I'm going to do is just open these because I may need them. And one's actually missing because I'm using it for a different page. I'm using the red one for something else. But I'm just going to get started. I think I'm going to just move this way. And then yeah, just get started. So I'm going to start in the corner up here, I think. So I will kind of go through what I'm using, but I won't be too particular about showing everything, just because I'm sure you're not interested in absolutely everything that I'm using. But I will be testing stuff out here and there just to see if I want to use certain things, because I do still go by the colours and if it looks good and stuff like that. So, seeing as we're getting close to Christmas, I thought I would talk you through what we do near Christmas, because I know lots of people say what they do, and I thought it would be a nice thing to do. I'm not sure if I'll get a video up before, another video up before Christmas. It really depends on how much time I have. so we will see about that. But I'd like to think I would, because I do have a bit of spare time now, because I'm off school. So I'm using a pastel Posca here. So what we usually do, we either go to friends or people come to us. This year, my aunt and uncle and my cousins are coming, which will be really, really nice. I'm really looking forward to it. And what usually happens is they come on Christmas Eve. So they're actually coming on Christmas Eve and leaving later on the 27th, I think. Which is quite a nice long time for them to stay. I don't know what colour to do facial bits here. I may just go in with... So I'm not sure I want to use a pen. I might just go in with a pencil. Let's see. Oh, one of the lights has just come off. I've just got some fairy lights from some friends and I've put them up and they look really, really pretty. Sorry, as I was saying about when they come, what we usually do on the Christmas Eve is we go to the church. And I mean, we are Christian, but we don't go to church every week. But we do go to the occasional service. So that's what we're going to do, I think. Or I think it's quite early. So I think I'm going to take my cousins and Tom. And then the parents can stay at home because it will still be light by the time we get back. So I think that will be quite a nice thing, just so that we have a bit of independence. And then obviously we'll come back. Sorry, this is a really, really weird angle for me to colour out. There we go. And I think it lasts for about an hour. So that'll be really, really nice. I think it's a service just for kids. Or obviously adults come, but it's aimed at children. And because my cousins are quite young, it should be really, really nice for them. So I think we're planning on doing that. And in terms of me getting ready for Christmas, I've basically got everything done. I just have to do a few more presents and get a few more things ready, but we've still got a bit of time. And what we usually have, I think we're having gammon on Christmas Eve. We usually have, we have turkey on Christmas Day. But yeah, gammon on Christmas Eve, I think. I love gammon. It's really, really nice. I know some people don't really like it. I think my brother finds it a bit salty. And I know what he means, it is. But I really like it. So I think we're planning on doing that, and then obviously in the evening Father Christmas will come, and it's really nice having my cousins because they're younger. Sorry, one of my gel pens is running out. Because obviously they're younger, it's nice still going along with everything and having Christmas with them still. You know, with the Father Christmas thing and everything. Oh, this isn't working. Alright, I think it's just stuck. It's not run out. So, obviously when we get to Christmas Day, what we usually do, the first thing we'll do is open stockings. And I absolutely love opening them. I think it's really cool because it's lots of little things. You just don't know what you're going to get. And I never really ask for anything for Christmas because my birthday is so close to Christmas. I mean, I don't really put anything on my birthday list either. Actually, I'm going to use that gel pen. I'm going to go in with Posca instead. I don't put that much on my birthday list either, so I really don't know what I get for Christmas, but I think that's always quite exciting. There is one thing that I've asked for, which may seem really, really odd, but I would really, really like a typewriter, and I was looking at a few with my mum. One that still works, and we found a couple like in the range of about £30-40, I think, which is the perfect amount, because I wouldn't want it to be my only present. I like having a couple of small presents instead of one big one. But I think, I'm not sure if they've found one, but I would really, really, really like one. So that would be great. And I'm not sure why I want it. I think it's a mix of, well, in all of these films that I've seen, they just look amazing to have, and I think it's quite a nice antique trinket, you know, that you can have, and I would really like to be able to write on it as well and actually use it. So that's the plan. I think the hardest thing about finding one is finding one with spare ribbons, because, as you know, I think they're quite hard to put in place. So I think that's been a bit of a challenge, but also once finding one, with the seller kind of contacting back and getting in touch, because some are really hard to get hold of. But yeah, I never really asked for anything. I think it's also nice with having my cousins and the fact they're younger, is that, you know, they're always intrigued at what you get, they always want to see what you've got, but equally, you know, I'm excited for them when they're opening things, so it's really lovely, and I'm really, really looking forward to it. There's just something about Christmas, like, it's a really magical time, and I love the smells, and it's just lovely. We've got a really, really nice star on the church. It's a glowing star, it's massive, and every time we go past in the car, it's just wonderful. And there's also this bush, well, we call it a bush, it's a tree, but it's more of a massive bush, and they put lights on it every year, and we call it the Christmas bush. Not the Christmas tree, but it's always really, really lovely. Seeing if you can see that. Yeah, you can. I think I'm going to work my way down, just because I don't want it to get everywhere. You know, I always try and work left to right, but equally top to bottom. So yeah, so the first thing we'll start with on Christmas Day is stockings. Then we will usually have breakfast and stuff, get ready. We tend to not open presents all at once. We might do some of them before lunch and then some of them after. We don't usually go for a walk. We usually have a walk on Boxing Day. That's just a thing we do. That's showing up. I'm just seeing if you can see that. But yeah, I'm not really sure what else we've got planned apart from what I know we're doing. But yeah, we'll usually open presents and stuff, and then the afternoon's quite nice because it's a free time where we can just play with our stuff. Just trying to find here it is. And obviously you get all the TV shows as well that are always on at Christmas time. I think I'm really excited for this Strictly special. Not sure if any of you are, but I'm really, really looking forward to that. I think it's going to be great. And I think it's really nice this year also how they've got actual couples dancing. So if you didn't know, so on Strictly, Joe Sugg and Diane are actually going out in real life, and they're partnered together. And then Gemma and Gorka, they're dancing together. Debbie McGee's back. I think it's going to be really, really interesting to see who wins. And I think a couple of people could be good. So I would like Joe and Diane to win. I think that's just a bit biased, but I'm not really sure. And I know there's a couple of other things on. I think that The Tiger Who Came to Tea is on at some point. I'm not sure if Rosie and I will want to watch that. Might be a bit young for them, but I'd be quite intrigued to see it, I think, because I liked the book when I was younger. So we'll see. I'm also seeing Cats in a couple of days, and I'm actually really looking forward to that. Not necessarily because of the plot. I think the plot... I haven't seen the musical. I know roughly what the plot is. But it is quite confusing. But the people I'm most looking forward to seeing are James Corden and Rebel Wilson. I think they're going to be absolutely amazing. I saw a clip of them. I can't remember what show it was. It was on his show, The Late Late Show. And they were talking about a scene that they were filming, and they were in their green body suits, because obviously they're cats and they have to do all of the animation and stuff. And there was this huge scene that they were filming, and it was going to take about 2 days, and they were feeling really, really lazy, and they were basically saying, instead of having to be in the middle, because originally the director was going to put them in the middle, tied up, and they said, instead, are we allowed to just be tied up over there? Because, cats wouldn't really be able to be tied up in real life, would they? They would just crawl away from each other. And I found it really funny, and then we actually saw a picture of them. And so, yeah, in the end, they were off at the side and did get to have breaks, because otherwise, if they'd been in all of the shots, they wouldn't have had a break. And James Corden also got a pillow as well, so that was funny for him. And I have seen him in other films, and it's going to be really interesting, because obviously for him, the role I can't remember what role he's playing, but the role that he is playing is really what he is good at, I think, because he's playing a jokey role. I think he's going to be great. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. And then Rebel Wilson again, obviously she is massive, and in terms of being famous, she's really, really famous, and I think she's going to be excellent, because I've seen her in Pitch Perfect and I've really enjoyed those films. And I think branching out a bit after those have finished is going to be really, really good for her. I also saw, I can't remember exactly what it's called. Was it called Isn't It Romantic? I think. Just seeing if you can see that. Which was a great role for her. And I think she's very good at playing jokey roles as well. And I can't wait to see how they are. So on this, I'm mainly using glitter gel pen. And then the other gel pens. And I have been using the pastel ones as well, which has been really, really nice. So yeah, going back to what we do on Christmas. what usually happens is we either go or they come to us. We see my grandparents. This year they're coming to us after Christmas, not on Christmas, because they came to us last year actually on Christmas. So that's what's happening this year. So they're coming on the 28th, I think. But we have just seen them as well, so we kind of had celebratory stuff there. So we're doing that, and then we always go to my godfather's for New Year, and we just go for one night on New Year's Eve. And that's always really lovely. It's my godfather's family and my godmother's family. So in total, I think there's 13 of us. And then they've got the dogs as well, which are gorgeous. They're King Charles Spaniels. And it's a great time. And all of us kids are really close. And it's really nice just hanging out. And then we actually go back fairly late this year compared to previous years. I'm just thinking, I think I need a sharpen. Let me just test one out. Yeah, I'm going to use that. So hopefully, because as I've said before, there are a couple of things on my channel that I want to do at the start of the next decade, which is so scary. I can't believe it's going to be in the next decade. Have I moved the camera? Oh, you can just about see. Let me just move it there so you can see. So as I've mentioned, I want to do everything that I've ever coloured, because on January 1st it will be my 1 year anniversary on the channel. And obviously I have to do my December completed pages as well. And then what else? There were a couple of other things. So I'd like to get your opinion on things that you would like to see, because if there's any video ideas that you have. Because also I do want to see how this channel can go forward. I've loved my first year. It's been really, really successful, and I can't believe we're at 750 subscribers. Like, that blows me away. I just can't believe it. So thank you to everybody who has subscribed, because I wouldn't have achieved it without you. And it is a real achievement for me. I'm really proud. I never thought I would have 750 subscribers. I thought I'd maybe get 100 and then that would be that. But no, I loved it and been really surprised at the reaction. I think I'm going to use purple. I'm using quite a few of my glitter Poscas. You may not be able to see the glitter when it's going down. Also, a thing about the pencils that I've used on this page, I've actually been using Crayolas mainly, and Prismacolors and a couple of Polychromists, but I've loved using the Crayolas on this page. It's been really refreshing actually to just come back to them and see what I can do. And I think because it's quite a smooth paper, it lends itself really, really well to the harder pencils. And the gingerbread colours, the colours that I used for the gingerbread were with the Crayolas. So if you would like to know what they are, just let me know. Actually, I do have them here somewhere. They're really, really jumbled and I can't remember exactly which ones they are, but I can find them. I know for a fact it was a few of these. Let me find it, I'll find it for you. Okay, so these are the colours for the gingerbread if you're interested. So we have, these are all Crayola, light brown, copper, tan and apricot. And actually I switched it around. So what I do is just I do a light layer of apricot going with the light brown, then the tan, then the copper, then the apricot again, and then if there's any places that I need to just darken up a bit with the light brown, I do that. And I really, really like the colour that's come out. I didn't know if I would, because I had done the gingerbread on the other page. I liked how it turned out, but I was really aiming to use the Crayolas a bit more on this page. And it paid off, I think. I really like how it's turning out. I was surprised. So I've just got a few more things to do, and then this page is finished. I've really been getting behind on making sure I write down what I've completed. I mean, I can still vaguely remember, like, it's not as if I'm going to forget, but it's just helpful for me to know exactly what I've coloured so I don't forget anything. But I think it'll be okay. I'm going in now with Uniball stick note. It's getting harder and harder. Let me move. I guess it's just the angle that I'm doing it at, but I really don't want to get my hand in anything. That's the only thing when doing this accenting. So there's a new series that I've found, or it's not new, it's been out for ages. It's a new series that I found because I have BBC iPlayer and I was just watching, was catching up on something. And then it just came up on the recommended, and it was a Robin Hood series from 2006, I think, with Jonas Armstrong in it. I love it. I'm hooked. Found it about a week ago and I've been going through the series. There's 3 in total, I think. And I've been absolutely loving it because I've seen quite a few renditions of Robin Hood. Obviously I've seen the cartoon, pretty much everybody's seen that if they're into Disney. I've seen the Robin Hood Prince of Thieves. And I've heard about but not seen there was another Robin Hood. I think it was a film. I can't remember exactly about that one. I know there was a film of some sorts. I don't know what to use for those dots. I think I'm going to go in with this. But I think especially when you're doing adaptations or retellings of a classic, there's really got to be something that stands out about them, and it must be quite difficult, but they've been doing a tremendous job, and I think it hooks you. And the nice thing is that the episodes are only 45 minutes, so you get through them quite quickly, and equally because I've been having more time, it's been really enjoyable watching it. So finished the paint palette bits, and I think I've just got a couple more things to do. This pink glitter Posca is quite bright, but I really like it, and I think it gives a bit of extra dynamic to the page because it's almost neon. Really like it. And this jelly roll is proving very, very good compared to the Signo, in my opinion. I don't... This hardly skips compared to the Signo. The only other things I've got left to do is to go in with this key. Finish this glitter gel pen off. I think I'll... So I've got to do this key here. With some big gold, and then finish off the white gel pen and the berries, and then I've just got to do this sweet. With some glitter Posca. Bit of white gel pen there, and the last thing I'm going to do is just go in with my gold jelly roll again. And that's a wrap. So that's everything on this page. The only other thing I want to do, which I almost forgot, is just to... Oh no, I've left bits up here. Oh right, I haven't finished quite yet. Oh dear, so I'm just going to do the background. It's really hard for me to get this in the shot because it's a really odd angle. Should have done this before, but it's fine. I'm just doing some starry bits in the background, as you can probably see. And Posca. Oh, nice thing about this is because it's so thick, it just works. Okay, and then I've just got bits up here. I can't believe I forgot this house. Going in with the gold for the framing of the house. I think the accenting, you never think it's going to take that long, but it actually does. But I love it because it's just the last step in finishing a page. You can never have too much glitter and metallic goodness, can you? These pastels of Poscas work really well. I love them. I think I'm going to use my pink glitter gel pen again here. The only thing you've got to be careful of is putting the lids on, because sometimes I forget to do that. Like if I'm just finishing off something before I go to school, for example, and then I get back. I mean, I was highlighting something the other day and I left the highlighter and it broke. Didn't break, it ran out, which is really, really handy. But I bought some more, so it's okay. Last thing. Okay, so now we are done. So that is the completed picture. I will turn it back around for you. So I'll just zoom out. So yeah, that is the completed picture. I really hope you've enjoyed finishing this off with me. If you've coloured along, I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you've just been listening, I hope you have liked my gabbling. But that's all from me, guys, and I'm not sure if I'll get another video out before Christmas. If I don't, a very, very Merry Christmas to you. I hope you have a lovely, lovely time celebrating. And if I do get another video up, I will see you then. But bye for now, and have a very Merry Christmas, or whatever celebration you are celebrating over this period. So bye everybody.